Hi guys, this is Ella and welcome back to ellaeiveren. On this episode, we'll talk about something important that I did that helped boost my career. Are you ready to find out? May isa akong friend na nag-advise sa akin na while I'm starting in the modeling industry, I should never say no to any jobs. Whether it's small or a big pay, I should just say yes kasi it's building my portfolio and at the same time, I'm building experiences and I'm meeting new people. I'm making my networks larger. So I took her advice. Now, there was one point in my modeling career na I think for 2 months, wala akong job at all. Wala. And then that's when I started thinking na, hala, I think mali ata yung choice ko na piliin yung modeling over chemical engineering, which was what I studied in college and university. Pero, oh my gosh, I think this is a wrong choice. I'm getting nothing. I'm having no jobs. And then, so while waiting, I still don't want to give up. While waiting, what I did was, actually, one photographer messaged me. And then, he's like, hey, are you down for a test shoot? I'm like, sige, test shoot tayo. And then, the test shoot was fine. It was fun. He taught me a lot of things as well. He gave me tips. I was trying to be comfortable. I was doing different poses. I was trying to do like I was trying to do more than the usual poses. Alam mo yun, being more creative as a model. And then the photos look good. The output was so good. And then that's when I realized na, okay, while I'm having no jobs, why not just keep on building a portfolio, keep on shooting with these photographers. And then eventually I realized na after doing lots of collab shoots, aside from I've grown my network in the industry, like people started to know me, started to know my work, started to know how I work as a model, what my capabilities are. Aside from that, I got to train myself in terms of work ethics. I got to train myself how to speak politely or speak respectfully to other people, you know, how to mingle with them kasi that's another important thing in the industry. You have to be sociable, and I'm not really a sociable person in nature, by nature. So that's something I learned in the process. Aside from that, I realized as well na this collab shoots helped me prepare myself for the actual jobs. So, nung dumating yung mga actual jobs, kaya ko na. Parang, not that I'm not being overconfident, pero alam mo yun, hindi ka na kinakabahan, konting kaba lang siguro, pero you know that you can do the job, or you know that you're not gonna fail as a model. Kasi it's, in jobs, you are paid as a model, you are paid to post, you are paid to sell the product. So, and there's no like, and wala akong training, wala akong workshop as a model. So, how would I learn, diba? How would I be prepared in these jobs? So, that's one very important thing that test collabs, test shoots taught me as a model. So now, let's go to the specific steps on how to do project collaborations. In this episode, we'll learn the specific steps on how to do a project collaboration. So you'll be working with photographers, having test collaborations with makeup artists, hairstylists, and different stylists as well. And of course, you will be the model. But the basics. Number 1, what is a collaboration shoot? It's also known as X-Deal shoot. So, ano ba yung sabihin ng X-Deal? X-Deal or collab shoot or test shoots, what you do here is that, number 1, this is for building portfolios. You are building portfolio as well as the photographer is building his or her portfolio as well as the makeup artist, hairstylist, or fashion stylist. So you all guys are building a portfolio and you are doing it in one collaboration shoot. So why is it sometimes called X-Deal? Kasi You as a model, you are just offering your services or your skills as a model. Same thing with the photographers, hairstylists, makeup artists, fashion stylists. They're offering their services and skills for free in exchange or ex-deal for a good portfolio or photos. So, dun sa photos, may kita mo yung outfit nyo. May kita dun yung skill ng makeup, may kita dun yung skill ng hair, may kita dun yung work mo as a model, may kita dun yung editing ng photographer. I hope you do get what I mean. So, the photos is like the final output of this whole collaboration shoot or project. Now, let's go to the steps. So, paano ka ba gumawa ng isang collaboration shoot or how do we organize? So, there are tons of ways on how to organize a collaboration shoot. First, pwedeng yung photographer or yung makeup artist or yung hairstylist or the fashion stylist, they can reach out to you and ask you for a shoot, or it can be the other way around. You can ask photographers or you can ask the makeup artists. Maybe they have their own team that do collab shoots, you know. Kasi the industry, especially here in the Philippines, the modeling industry, the fashion industry is just a small industry. You know, everyone knows everyone. Like, magkakakilala lang din. So, it's good that you're building this collaboration shoot and you're reaching out to these people kasi they can also like mention you to their other networks, which would lead to opening opportunities for you for jobs, you know, for other possible photo shoots, for possible new agencies abroad. Maraming pwedeng mangyari. So, don't be shy to reach out, especially if you see their works and you really want to work with them. Don't be shy to reach, but make sure you are respectful and polite when you're asking and reaching out. So a collaboration shoot consists of first you, the model, a photographer, a makeup artist, a fashion stylist, and a hairstylist. Tapos, these are just the essentials. Yung iba, optional na lang yung may creative director. Most of the time, the creative director can also be the photographer. Optional lang yung other people like set designer. That's just optional. But the essentials are you, photographer, hairstylist, makeup artist, and the fashion. Now, if you don't have a team, especially a makeup artist or a fashion stylist, it's okay kasi you can start with yourself muna. Like, you can do your own makeup or bring your own clothes in the shoot. But that's just like the basics. How can you build better portfolios? It's if you reach out and you can actually have a team, you know, like for example, makeup artist, expert siya sa field ng makeup. Hairstylist, expert siya sa pag-aayos ng hair. Fashion stylist, expert siya sa styling. So, you know, kasi ikaw, you want to be in the shoot just thinking about yourself. Thinking about bringing out your creativity as a model. Mahirap and it's a bit stressful as well na you're thinking about everything. You're thinking about, is the makeup good? Is the hair nice? Okay ba yung styling? Is it too much? Is it not? Diba? And aside from that, the other purpose of having this collaboration shoot is to build a network. Diba? And how can you build network if you're not going to meet other people, if you're not going to work with other people? This is your training ground. So just remember that, guys. So of course, before you start the collaboration, you should research the people that you're going to work with. You know? Para lang magkaroon ka ng sense of security, magkaroon ka ng maging comfortable ka by seeing their works, if you like their works. If it's too much for you, for example, I can think of like maybe if the photographer's photos are more on lingerie, more on nudity, and you're not comfortable to do that, then maybe you should reach out to other photographers, you know? If you don't like the editing, the styling, or the skill of the makeup artist, you know, maybe you can reach out to other people. So it's best to research first, look at their works, kasi at the end of the day, you'd want to get the best portfolio for yourself. Aside from that, the number one thing that you should consider is that you should be comfortable working with these people. Dapat, number one pa rin yung sarili mo. How can you build a good portfolio kung naiilang ka on the shoot, you're stressing about the environment, You know, you're stressing about these people. Are they good? You're questioning their skills. So it's best that you are comfortable with the team. You are comfortable with the place. You are comfortable with everything that you're gonna do as a model on that specific shoot. Another tip is that if the photographer sends you pics, you can also tell them what you want and what you don't want. For example, extension ng pegs, dun sa pegs, merong too revealing, or merong peg din na parang hindi ata bagay yun sa akin. You can politely ask the photographer na, hey, I think I'm not sure about this peg, maybe we can change it into something else, or maybe you have a specific peg in mind that you want to do in the shoot. So you can just communicate that to your team, you know, send them photos of your pegs, send them sample layouts, so you guys can work together on something. And at the end of the day, this is a whole team effort. Hindi pwedeng sila lang yung demanding, hindi pwedeng ikaw lang yung demanding sa kanila. You guys are building your own portfolios here. So it's just a communication with the whole team, good communication with the whole team. Of course, you should know your limit as a model. Think of what type of model you want to be or what type of model you aspire to be. Diba? These are some of the stuff that you consider in making a portfolio. Aside from that, before you start the shoot as well, know the important details of the shoot. Know where the place is, know whether if it's a studio shoot, whether it's a outdoor shoot. So a studio shoot and a outdoor shoot is very different. Actually, depending on the model, they have different kind of difficulty. Yung outdoor shoot and yung studio shoot. For me, I prefer studio shoot kasi mas comfortable lang kasi aircon, nasa loob kayo, hindi mainit, wala kayo sa labas, walang ibang tao na nakakakita sa inyo. But at the same time, I like the challenge of the outdoor shoot kasi it's just natural lighting, hindi mako-control yung light. The pressure of other people watching you is there. It makes me challenge myself more. The poses that I can do on public kasi we'll get into that later on in this channel. I'll tell you the specifics, but yeah, you should know what type of shoot you're doing. Aside from that, you should know the pegs. Kasi based from my experience, I don't usually ask what the peg is of the shoot, and it's just me. But I want to challenge myself now. When I get there in the shoot, I have no pegs. And then I'll just challenge myself na, alam mo yun, ay nakita ko, ito pala yung damit. Sige, what can I do? What can I work on this clothes? You know, right on the spot. I'll think of poses right on the spot. I'll be creative right on the spot. You know, you can ask the pegs on the day of the shoot. Pero it's advisable as well. It's advisable that you ask for the pegs before the shoot. So, nagkakaroon kayo ng common agreement na, okay, these are what we're gonna do in the shoot. Nothing different from this pegs. Kasi you do want to protect yourself. Protect yourself at the end of the day. Kasi you do want to protect yourself at the end of the day. You know? Siyempre, you want to be comfortable with the shoot and also to set your expectations as well. So knowing all of this stuff, the next step is to select the people that you want to collab with. So, some final warning and some tips as well when you do a collab shoot. Be careful of scammers or people pretending to be photographers, people pretending to be agents, because these people might be sexual harassers, we don't know. So, be careful with that. Make sure that the people you're contacting with is legitimate. They are really wanting to build portfolios as well. They're actually photographers, they're actually makeup artists, they're actually stylists, you know. So choose the people that you're gonna work with. Another thing is that people may take advantage of you whether before the shoot or during the shoot. So be careful of that. Possible scenarios could be when you're dressing up, you know, they would baka mamaya biglang kunan ka ng photos without your knowledge, without your consent. Be careful as well na you did the collab na tapos you're waiting for the photos tapos months, years has passed, wala kang nakuhang copy ng photo. So be careful of those people kasi they may people might take advantage of you, especially if they know that you're just the starting model. You know, they can also tell you na, oh, do this poses, take off your shirt for me, this and that. You know, stuff that you're uncomfortable with. So a general rule is that if you're not uncomfortable with it, learn to say no. You should say no. If you're uncomfortable, just say no. You should always be comfortable with what they want you to do. Tapos if they're still pushing you to do the uncomfortable things, get out of that shoot. Rescue yourself and just get out, okay? They should respect you as a person and as a model. Another warning is know the locations of the shoot. Be careful of going to dangerous locations. You know, what if ang sketchy pala ng lugar, tapos sasabihin ng team mo, dito tayo mag-shoot. Yung pala, they might have a sketchy plan behind. So be careful of that. Also, knowing the location helps you set your expectations. For example, I had this test shoot, a collab shoot with a photographer and my dear friend, Jaime Gotilio, told me that I would be shooting in Binondo, Manila. So, knowing Binondo, Manila, alam ko na kung anong expectations ang isiset ko in mind. Alam ko na there's gonna be a lot of people, and you know, me wearing in fashionable clothes, me being dressed up and stuff. Then sa shoot na ito, may isang nangyari doon may isang part doon na I literally stood in the center ng kalsada. Alam mo yun, there's like busy cars in both of my side, tapos I'm just standing there, and then, you know, in your mind, it's like, ano kayang iniisip ng mga tao, ng mga nagde-drive, tapos traffic pa, alam mo yun, bigla silang titigil, tapos yung mga jeepney drivers biglang nakatingin lang sa akin, tapos parang ako, oh my gosh, ano ba yan, nakatingin sila sa akin. Pero it was fun for me and it was challenging and I enjoyed the shoot. It's just, I just want to give you an example of this para lang mag-gauge nyo yung para lang maset nyo yung expectations nyo and ano yung ipiprepare nyo sa sarili nyo, ipiprepare nyo sa mindset nyo as a model when you go to that specific location. So that's it for today. I hope you learned a lot and I hope na these tips and pieces of advice would help you be prepared for the upcoming collaboration shoot that you're working on. I hope you would just keep this in mind, all the stuff that I've said. My experiences are not the same with the experiences of other models out there, but I hope you would just take into consideration yung mga na-experience ko, and I hope it would help you in the future as well. So if you have questions about collaborations, about anything else about modeling, fashion, beauty, styling, and you have suggestions as well, comment down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next episode.